this week, we're doing a mobility warm-up combo, calling it the Warmability. So 5 exercises. You're starting with exercise A, and you're adding exercise to it. And then once you get through one full round of A, B, C, D, E, then you take away the A and you start taking away letters and go back down. Guys at home, if you don't have somewhere to like put a band, you can just do like knee openers or can openers, standing can openers. We're looking to open up the hips and get the hip flexors fired up. So in-house, we're gonna set up a band to give us a little guiding point. But if you don't have anything at home, just think about taking a big, giant side step and opening up that hip. Cool? 10 to 15 each with that. Your exercise B is going to be a Russian twist with or without a ball. Fine. Heels are flat, leaning back, good strong posture, trying to keep those hips straight, and you're 10 and 2. Right? If you can do that while keeping your straight hips, you can lean back a little bit and you can advance it a little bit, but you don't need much range of motion. Key idea here is to keep your hips together and trying to keep your hips stable, so just your torso rotates. We're doing 10 each with that, either one of those options. Next up, if you have a medicine ball at home, here obviously you do, but if you're doing basically a wall ball without the wall. So you're looking to do a full squat, straight up, catch it nicely into the squat. Okay, so it's forcing you to keep that rib cage up. It's forcing you to give a little bit of power to get that ball up in the air. Okay, if you don't have a medicine ball, I don't suggest throwing dumbbells around. Maybe you can do a thruster. Same kind of movement. Okay, 8 reps on that. Next up on our list, we have a straight arm pull down here. Okay. If you don't have anything to put the band up to, if you don't have anything to use, you can do a medicine ball pullover or a dumbbell pullover. Keeping your legs in a butterfly position or straight, doesn't really matter. What we're looking to do is activate the lats and build some speed with that motion. Okay, so you can lie flat on your back. Medicine ball, or if you had a dumbbell, you can use that just the same. Trying to keep those arms straight, using your lats to get that weight over. That's exercise D, you're doing 10 reps. Exercise E, box jumps. If you have something to jump onto, if not, you can do a regular jump squat, hips back, hands up, and think about controlling that landing. Too much for your knees, you can just work on doing either a strong, powerful bridge from the floor, which is taking all the pressure out of your knees, or if you want to do a kettlebell swing to get those hips fired up. So it should take about 10-15 minutes to do the mobility warm-up hybrid. Get my clap in here. Work periods every 3 minutes on the minute. Doing squats today. So every day is going to be a different exercise. It is power week. We're looking to build power and strength. So your work period is going to be a progressive overload of back squats and supersetting with a plank 30 to 45 seconds. Every 3 minutes on the minute, you're going to start a new round. That being said, if you don't have weights to progress to, here obviously we have plenty of weights, but if you're doing squats at home, we're going to do something that we did early on in quarantine, is work on the negatives, and you can still build speed and work on strength without having a ton of weights handy. So the reps here are going to be 12, 8, 5, 3, 3, looking to increase the weight and increase the weight each rep, each set, and decrease the reps. So for you guys at home, just work on more of a negative. So for your 12 reps, it's going to be more of like a nice steady pace. right? For your 12 reps. That's like your warm-up. And then 8 reps, work on the negatives, increase that time of tension on the way down. Up quick. 1, 2, 3, up quick. So maybe 3 seconds on the way down. And then for your 5 reps, maybe it's 5 seconds on the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quick up for 5 reps. And then for your 3 reps, you're increasing the time even longer. Maybe it's 7 seconds or 10 seconds, depending on how much weight you have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up quick. You're doing that for 3 reps. And that's going to be how you can progressively overload at home without having a ton of weights. Your planks obviously are still going to be the same. Here, I'll go through it for the 1500th time. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your butt underneath, keep that upper back active, and you're chilling out. So if you can do a good solid plank for 30 to 40 seconds, your body should be shaking, trembling, head to toe, every muscle engaged, including your glutes. So that's going to be work, plenty of work all in itself right there. You're starting a new round every 3 minutes, so you're probably going to get about 1.5 minutes rest each set. That finisher may look a little bananas, but here's what it means. Your first set, or your first section, we're going to do holds. Actually, your whole finisher is holding. The weight that you have on the bar now, the weights that you're using at home, are going to be the same weights that you're holding. That's what we're trying to do with the finisher, is increase our strength with just having that weight on our back. Whether you're doing back squats, whether you're doing a goblet squat, whatever it is, part of strength comes from just not only doing the rep, but actually holding the weight in between the reps. That's how you're building strength also. So the first section, there's 3 sections of the finisher. The first section is going to be, you're going to do a rep on the 15-second mark, and you're going to do a rep on the 30-second mark, which means you're holding that weight for 15 seconds at a time. Does that make sense? So, for instance, you don't have a barbell for back squats at home. You're using a goblet squat. Let's just say, for an example, 0 to 15, I'm just holding here, trying to stay tight, keep my glutes engaged, keep my trunk engaged, and then on the 15 mark, you're doing a quick rep, getting back up, standing here until the 30 mark. Doing another rep, down. Okay, that's gonna be for 2, we're doing that 2 rounds. That's going to be the heaviest weight you're going to be using. Hopefully you can still use it the same weight that you worked up to during the work period, okay? We're going to do 2 rounds of that, and then the second section is going to be every 10 seconds. So, if you could probably drop the weight here, Heather, a little bit, because it's going to be a little bit more holding. Folks at home, if you have different weights, cool. If not, grabbing that weight, now you're holding for 10 seconds. 10. Holding for another 10, 20, so forth and so on, until 30. You're doing 2 rounds of that. The third section should be your lightest section. You may have to take some weight off. Folks at home, you may have to even do that even lighter than you're already using. You're doing every 5 seconds. So 5, 10, 15. So those reps need to be quick and short in order to give yourself some time to breathe in between that next rep. We're doing 2 rounds of that, and that'll be your finisher in completion. I like it.